All right, so you're a project controls apprentice, and you've probably seen a skill description that just makes your head spin, right? You look at it and just think, where do I even begin? Well, if that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle one of those big, scary ones, Skill S1. But we're not just going to read definitions. Nope. We're going to follow the journey of an apprentice, someone who is probably in the exact same boat as you are right now. And boom, there it is. The official, super formal definition of Skill S1. I mean, wow, that's a mouthful, isn't it? It's just packed with jargon and these huge concepts. If you're reading this and your brain is kind of starting to fizzle out, trust me, you are not alone. It's totally normal to look at that and think, okay, what on earth do I do with that? So let's meet our hero for this journey. This is Jody. She's a brand new project controls apprentice at a company called IBIS Stores. And that massive wall of text we just saw? Yup, that's what she was looking at, and her first thought was exactly what yours might be. Where do I even start? But here's the great part. Jody isn't alone. She's got a whole team around her, and we're gonna follow their game plan, step by step. Okay, first up on Jody's support team is her mentor, Adam. Now, Adam's whole mission is to be the jargon buster. He's here to take that super dense official language and crack it open, kind of like a code, to find the simple, practical ideas hidden inside. Because let's be real, you can't get good at something if you don't even know what it's really asking you to do. So Adam starts with the absolute core of it all. He tells Jody, look, forget all that complicated phrasing for a minute. Just think of project controls procedures as the project's rulebook. That's it. It's the playbook, right? The set of rules everyone on the team agrees to follow to manage time, cost, quality, and all the things that could go wrong. It's basically the one thing that stops a project from turning into total chaos. I love this breakdown. It's so good. Adam points out two key parts of the skills title. First, you have determine and implement. Think of this as being the architect. You're designing the whole system from scratch, setting up the workflows. But then you have adapt and refine. This is where you switch hats and become the engineer on the ground. The project is moving, things are changing, and your job is to constantly tweak and improve the system to keep it working perfectly. You're not just the designer, you're also the person making it work day to day. So you might be thinking, okay, that's a lot of work. Why does it matter so much? Well, as Adam explains, this is not just about bureaucracy or ticking boxes, not at all. This is about having a real, tangible impact. When you get these procedures right, you are literally the person ensuring quality. You're the one keeping sensitive data secure, making sure people aren't using the wrong version of a document, and creating a perfect record for when the auditors come knocking. You are the person who keeps the entire project on the rails. All right, so theory is great, but you can't just learn from a rule book, right? You have to actually do it. So next up, Jody meets with her line manager, Rittel. And Rittel's job is to take all that great advice from Adam and turn it into a real-world task at IBIS Stores. This is where the rubber really meets the road. And here we go. This is how it all becomes real. Rittel gives Jody a proper project to sink her teeth into, setting up all the project controls for the brand new IBIS Summer Loyalty campaign. So this isn't some training exercise. This is a real project with a real budget and real deadlines. Jody's job is to build the entire control system for this campaign right from the very beginning. So Rita doesn't just say, go do project controls. She gives Jody a super clear to-do list. And check this out. Notice how every single one of these tasks links directly back to that big, scary definition of S1 we saw at the start. Document control, data security, quality checklists, record keeping. All that jargon is suddenly a concrete, actionable plan. It all starts to make sense now, doesn't it? Okay, so Jody has the what from Adam, the mentor, and the where from Rittel, her manager. But what about the how? How does she actually develop this skill in a structured way? Well, that's where the third member of her team comes in, Olivia, her coach. Olivia's role is to give her a clear roadmap, a step-by-step plan to take her from where do I even start, all the way to, you know what, I've got this. And this is Olivia's 5-step mission. But I want you to see this as your roadmap too. It's actually pretty simple when you break it down. Step 1, you understand the basics. Step 2, you get your hands dirty and actually implement it on a real project. Step 3, you watch and see how it's working. Step 4, you tweak it and make it better. And finally, step 5, you demonstrate that you own it, that you're confident. See, this isn't just about passing a test. This is the actual path to becoming a really competent professional. This is your journey. Okay, let's get to the final and maybe the most crucial piece of this whole puzzle. Adam, the mentor, is back, and he's here to talk about the part that every apprentice needs to nail: proving you can actually do what you say you can do. It's one thing to learn a skill, but for your apprenticeship, you have to create solid evidence for your portfolio. You've got to show, not just tell. And here's the light bulb moment Adam gives Jody. He shows her that the to-do list from Riddle, that wasn't just work. Every single one of those tasks is an evidence-generating activity. Think about it. Every time she creates a quality checklist for that campaign, that's evidence. Every time she sets up a document control system or even just uses software like Emma's project to track things, bam, more evidence. It's about seeing your day-to-day work as proof of your skills. Now, pay close attention here, because this is what the assessors are really looking for. They don't just want to see a project plan you wrote. They want screenshots that prove you are using your company's actual systems. They don't just want to see a new procedure. They want a before and after shot that shows what you changed and, crucially, a little note explaining why you changed it to get a better result. It's all about showing your thinking, not just handing in the finished homework. So, let's fast forward a bit. Jody has followed the whole plan. She learned the theory, she put it into practice on a real project, and she carefully documented everything she did along the way. All of that means she's now ready to tie it all together and face her endpoint assessment, the EPA. But how do you really know when you're ready for that assessment? Well, this right here is your personal checklist. It's when you find yourself implementing these controls without needing someone to tell you to. It's when you can spot a problem with a procedure and actually adapt it on your own. And this is the big one: when you can clearly explain to someone how the work you're doing is making the whole project run better. That's when you know you're ready. And that really brings Jody's story full circle. By following that simple plan, understand it, do it, and then prove it, she took that super intimidating block of text we saw at the beginning and turned it into a real, tangible, and provable skill. She's not just following orders anymore. She owns this process, and she is absolutely ready for her assessment. Okay, so now the focus shifts to you. I want you to really think about this. What is the very first, maybe even smallest, control procedure you can work on in your current project? Don't overthink it. It could be as simple as organizing a shared folder, creating one simple checklist, or just making sure everyone's using the right version of a document. Just pick one thing. Your journey to mastering skill S1 starts right now with that one small step.